Hey, Railbirds, here we are at the 2023 World Artistic Pool Championships. We are coming at you live from the Boys and Girls Club of the Great Lakes Bay region here in Bay City, Michigan. We are at the quarterfinals stage. We have our competitors today are Florian Venom Kohler from Las Vegas, Nevada, ESPN Trickshot Magic champion, two-time World Cup of Trickshot champion, 12-time Guinness World Record holder, has over 1 billion online views. Yes, I am jealous of those views. I'm man enough to admit it. And his opponent is going to be Jamie the Bayou Bullet Moody from Houston, Texas. Two-time World Bank and Kick champion. He's a two-time World Special Arts champion. He's runner-up at the 2021 U.S. National Artistic Pool Championship. You can watch that right here on our channel. Jamie the Bayou Bullet Moody, ranked 4th on the WPA Artistic Pool Division. All right, I am being joined by Brian Pauly and Mark White. I'm going to turn the microphone over to our guest commentators. Go ahead and take it away, guys.
Morning, Mark.
Good morning, good evening here from Thailand in Pattaya, the seaside resort. It's been raining all day here today, not very hot, but I'm expecting a very, very hot match tonight. I'm really, honestly, genuinely looking forward to this. Florian Venom Kohler against Jamie the Bayou Bullet Moody. And we all know about Jamie, huge personality. He's only a little chap, but huge personality. And Venom, huge, just global internet sensation, isn't he?
Oh, absolutely. And Jamie had a barn burner of a match with Maxe last night. One of the highest scoring matches I've ever seen in one of these type of matches. So he gets two Frenchmen back to back.
Yeah, he must think they're ganging up on him. He's just having a little bit of a snack there, isn't he? Just having a banana. Look, I just had a banana.
Yep, he's been doing that throughout the week as a little snack.
So earlier on day one, Brian, you were teasing me and the other viewers with a little bit of an announcement that you said you're going to make on Saturday. Well, it's Saturday. Where's the announcement?
So this was going to be something that we were going to do at our VIP mixer last night for the Boys and Girls Club. The individual that was going to do this actually had to bow out because of personal stuff going on with family. But I will say that one of the sponsors of this event had planned on making a sizable donation to the Boys and Girls Club. So when that individual is done with whatever personal stuff they got going on, that's going to happen.
Oh, sorry to hear that. So here we go. First shot of the quarterfinal. Florian Kohler, the 4 in a row. Oh, what a great start. Perfection.
It's a very pretty shot. And that's a great playoff shot because not a lot of people play this in preliminaries. So a lot of variables with this. You got to make sure the balls are set up correctly. And then you got to hit the cue ball correctly so it can stun over and make the corner ball.
You know what surprises me about that particular shot? That the balls are all in a row, just like the title of the shot says, 4 in a row. But it doesn't look possible that those balls can go in the pockets that they go in from that position, if that makes sense. Tremendous shot visually.
Oh, absolutely. Now, granted, usually the 2 in balls are kind of arced a little bit, so they're not actually in complete straight line. But that's the name of the shot. So usually the 2 in balls are kind of aimed to the pocket points. So if you get an overhead view, they may not be exactly straight, but they're close.
Or they're in a row, though.
Yeah, it looks like his are in a row. I think mine are usually aimed, like the outside are usually aimed to the pocket point. But if he's practiced it a certain way and it goes, then it really doesn't matter, right? See, like right there he is. He's aiming kind of to the pocket point.
Well known for his colourful vests. Jamie, I hit it off with him the first time I met him. We got on really well. Look, it looks like an explosion in a paint factory on the back of his waistcoat.
Yep.
Should be sponsored by Dulux.
Maybe.
Good morning, everyone in the chat. Thomas Hill, Kenneth Zering. Good morning, guys. How are you doing? Good to have you with us.
Good evening, Coach.
And Coach is in as well. Have you got any advice for me, Coach? And Caitlin, Wonder Woman, is in the building as well. Well, not in the building, but in the chat, in the YouTube building. Lots of Florian fans. So here we go then. Here's Jamie Moody with his first shot of the quarterfinal. A little bit of rye. I think you'd have to say, wouldn't you, Brian, that Florian is favourite? I mean, I had him as favourite for the tournament, really, from day one. Just simply because he's probably had the best practice build-up than any of you guys. I mean, you know, it's hard to squeeze in 48 hours of practice, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I did some commentary on his 48-hour marathon, which was exhausting. But I told people on the stream, it's like, you know what, I don't think I had 48 hours total practice on this. So him doing 48 hours straight plus anything else he did at home. So he's really prepared for it.
I think he probably slept for the rest of the time when you guys were practicing.
Probably. I do know during that 48-hour marathon, he only had about 3.5 hours of break total.
Wow. Second attempt for 6 points then. We will know by the end of today who is going to be the world champion 2023. Could it be this man?
Made adjustment on
The only thing he didn't control was the cue ball. Unfortunate.
Yeah, he made the adjustment on the balls to make them all. So now you need to set this up exactly the way you did, but don't hit it with as much draw, and it should go.
So now then, Brian, he's obviously sorted out the setup is right for the making all the balls. It's now, would you just be concentrating wholeheartedly on getting that cue ball right this time?
Oh, absolutely. He made the adjustment to make the balls. So now wherever he struck the cue ball, I'd go a little higher up on the cue ball. So some people hit this with a little bit of a stunt or a draw. The way I set this up, I hit this center ball.
Have they ever had a tournament with a shot clock on or not?
We don't really have a shot clock per se. It's just that don't take forever to set something up. We've never really had an issue with it.
Well, no points for Jamie on his first discipline of the day, but he will get to choose this one. If you could just explain that, Brian. How is this going to work, this quarterfinal?
Yeah, so our playoff match is structured in a sense 2 parts. So I call it the discipline round. Each player will take turns leading in a discipline. So Florian's leading in 1, 3, 5, and 7. Jamie is leading in 2, 4, 6, 8. So Venom just led in discipline 1, trick and fancy. Now Jamie will come back and lead in special arts. Once we get through the 8 disciplines, we have what I like to call the wild card round. So then each player can pick a maximum of 4 shots from anywhere in the program, as long as it's a shot that they haven't shot. And also in those final 4, you cannot duplicate a discipline, so you can't go like jump, jump, masse, masse. But you can go jump, masse, stroke, draw.
Well, I've seen Jamie play this on a few occasions. It's one of my favourites. Hit the 3 ball first, but it must go in last. The 2 ball second obviously goes in second, and the 1 ball goes in first. Don't be surprised if he smashes this 1 ball like that. Is he going to get the 3? He is. Maximum points.
That's a Jamie Moody shot if there ever was one.
Yeah, that's the shot I associate with him, Brian, for sure. I think he was one of the first I ever saw play it. Well worth another look. Look at that. Stays right down, doesn't he? Good technique there. 2 ball had a little bit of a think about it, and then the 3. Pocket speed. Good judgment. In it plops. Maximum points. 10 points. Florian playing it the other side. Oh, no problem.
Came back and fired that in. Alright, so Florian has a 7-point lead. In a sense, basically a 1-shot lead. And now we're going into draw. And I have a funny feeling it's going to be one of 2 shots.
Circular draw he was practicing earlier.
And that's what he's picking.
I saw him make it 1 out of 3 times earlier on during practice. As we see, one-handed jump shot look next on the next table. Abraham, too tall, Diaz in action also. Yes, it's the circular draw, one of my favourites, Brian. So tell us about this one.
Yeah, so you're getting really cool shots here. You're getting 2 of your favorites back to back. But this is a Mike Masse special. This is one of the most difficult shots in our program. He's going to cut the 1 ball in the pocket. Cue ball's going to hit the long rail and then draw back around the 2, make the 3-9 combo. Cannot hit the blocker ball.
Here we go then, attempt number 1. Watch the cue ball arc when it hits the rail. Like that, first time. Thank you very much. Sit down, Florian.
That's how that shot's supposed to look. That was pretty.
Well, I'm a big fan of fast players in whatever discipline you're talking about. I loved Jimmy White in his day and Alex Higgins and Ronnie O'Sullivan of late in snooker. I love all the fast pool players as well. And I'm a big fan of Florian as well because he's just so quick and natural. We've got a little bit of a dance there at the end as well. I'm surprised he didn't do a twirl.
A little bit of body English, even though he didn't need it.
I like that when he plays the double jump shot on his videos. He does a little turn in between, has a cup of tea, and then does the next one. Lovely. I was joking about the cup of tea.
Alright, so here's Jamie's attempt.
And we have Annie in the chat. She was with us on day 1 in the commentary box. Oh, unlucky. Don't be surprised if you see Annie here next year in one of these tournaments.
I hope she is.
I'm serious.
Yeah, her and I have been chatting.
We have Caitlin back as well.
Absolutely.
I hope you're going to be mentoring her to a certain extent, Brian. It would be really cool.
Yeah, like I said, we talked yesterday morning, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'd love to see her. See her make the trip. Ooh, that was close.
Very close. Just clipped the 3. I've got a feeling he's going to make it with his 3rd attempt.
If he makes this, the whole house is going to go down.
I think we'll hear from him as well if he does. He may be quite a small man, but he's got a big personality and a big voice.
Oh, absolutely. All right, here we go.
Oh, so close.
Yep,
So
he made the
2 shots
adjustment
behind
on
now,
made the
Brian.
made the adjustment on the ball. Had the cue ball to come back a little bit, just a little bit different angle and a little bit less gas. But that was a really good attempt.
What did this lack here? So he lost a lot of the spin with the big jump, didn't he?
Yeah, if you saw how Florian did this, he stayed down the entire time and whipped that cue with a good follow through. And it looked like Jamie kind of jumped on it. But he had a great attempt at it. So now Jamie is going to lead and follow, and we'll see what he picks.
Well, he was playing the stacker ball before. What's he playing here?
This is an interesting shot. This is more of a pool shot, and Jamie plays really, really good pool. He's like a 650 Fargo. But this shot, it can be tricky because you can't adjust those balls. The 3 balls, 2 balls out. The cue ball's 1 ball out. You can't adjust this, so this is tough. You gotta get the cut and then get enough spin to get it around the table.
This is a shot that you'll see pool players practicing when they're warming up to get the stroke going. If you hit this one well, you know you're cueing well. So right hand spin. Will he use a bit of right here, do you think, Brian?
Oh, absolutely. He's gonna be using high right.
Yeah. So the secret of this shot, let the stroke do the work. Don't try and force it. You don't want to be stunning the cue ball. You need a nice flowing stroke to keep the momentum of the cue ball going forwards. Just like that. But unfortunately, missed the 3 ball. Maybe just a little bit quick on the stroke there, Brian.
Yeah, a little bit. Like I said, you got a difference in strokes here. So see if he makes the adjustment.
Different strokes for different folks.
Hit the punt. Oh, all right.
It's going to go.
Look at this.
It's going to go. It's going to go.
Good shot. That's a great playoff shot. That's, like I said, that's a pool shot.
Hey, Bram in the background. Look, he's keen to see it as well. He's saying, "Get out of the way, Jamie. I want to see if it goes in."
That's when you know you hit that shot good, when the cue ball goes dead center.
First time.
Oh.
He's human.
Yeah. Only by a couple
Inch
inches.
out. Yeah. Wow, he was a long way away from there.
And Florian was smart. He was
Closer
wanting to
to
see
the
where
bank.
yeah, he was seeing where the cue ball was going too, so he had to let that go. So now he's got to make the adjustment to make the ball and then shorten up that cue ball line.
This looks better. This looks
Looks
better.
good.
This looks better. Oh, it's the perfect shot.
Third attempt. All right, now Florian's going to lead in bank kick. So we'll see what he's got in store.
Beautiful action on that cue ball. Dead centre, just the same as Jamie's shot. Doesn't get better than that. Fist pump already waiting for the Frenchman.
Looks like he's doing that rat race shot. Yep.
Oh yes, I love this.
And on our table, right next to us, we have Steve Markle and Abram Diaz. That's a rematch of our last tournament finals at the Nationals.
Who won on that occasion?
Steve did.
Yeah, Jamie, you might have seen there. Just checking to see the setup. And first time, job is done. Take your tools and have a seat.
Yep, 10
Time
points.
for Jamie.
Now what he was looking at, so in the setup for that shot, the cue stick cannot be past the first diamond line past the side pocket. So what Florian uses, or a lot of people use a regular playing cue, he uses his Masse cue with an extension. So
And for what reason?
it's heavier, so it doesn't,
Okay.
so you see where the extension is on the Masse cue, it's within that
Yes,
first diamond line, so he's
yeah.
fine.
Interesting. Getting all the inside information here from Superman, Brian Pauly.
Yeah, so
He's the brains of the operation.
I don't know about that, but maybe I should try it this way because he's got the shaft out a little bit. When I hit this in prelims, I had the shaft frozen to the rail, and the ball that it came back didn't hit more towards the butt, it hit more towards the shaft because it was higher up, and then it hit the rail because the shaft was in a sense frozen under the rail. So I missed it twice. So I might have tried this way.
They're all learning by your mistake. Take it as a compliment. Bit thick.
Nicely done.
Let me have a guess. I think the Argentinian is in action at the moment.
Yep, he just hit the circular draw.
C.
Gracias. Mr. Tomadondi.
Come on, ball.
No power, no power, no power. Oh, he doesn't want Florian seeing. Great character around the events. Watch this.
These guys are friends. They can joke around with each other.
Do you exchange, when you're not playing the tournament afterwards, when you're all trying the shots, do you offer little bits of advice to each other?
Oh, absolutely. There's been times to where I've gone out to Florian's house and trained with him and say, hey, I'm struggling with this. How do you cue this, or what's your wrist action, or where's your aim point? So we do offer tidbits of information for each other.
I remember having I remember having a conversation with you, and you were actually, in a couple of weeks after I talked to you, you were going to Florian's house to learn more about Masse, I believe.
Yep. Masse is the weakest part of my game, and
Yeah.
figured who better to learn from than the one who does it the best. So my Masse game is picked up pretty good. So I'm still not at that level yet, but it's better than what it was.
Yeah, this is a cute shot as well. Make the one ball in the side, draw onto the bottom rail as we see on the diagram. Some right hand spin probably, hit the triangle and make the ball over the pocket. The whip shot.
Yeah, this is a cool little shot. One of the toughest parts with this is placing the rack correctly. So you cannot test this. So like you can't roll a ball down to see where it's going to roll. So you saw Jamie went down there with his cue stick to kind of line up. Hey, this is where this is going. So we'll see how this goes.
Just checking the setup.
Yep, grabbing the 2mm gauge.
The Railbird's TV marker. Available in all good stores.
We need to make one.
Yeah, I 3D printed a prototype with the Railbirds logo on it. I'll have to start mass producing those. We could sell tens of them. We could make dozens of dollars.
Or what we could do is say, hey, if you think you can hit this, you try a 2mm shot. Yeah, these aren't easy.
Well, this is my third tournament now that I've been fortunate enough to talk over, and my enthusiasm to learn the shots is growing with every tournament, so I'm definitely gonna start trying a few of these shots.
Here we go.
Here we go then. Oh, miscue. A lot of body movement there, Brian. He was jumping up.
Yes, with regular pool, especially with these, you gotta be nice and solid, no movement. But that's just how Jamie shoots, so you don't really want to change how you play. So
no, but I'm a believer in you still have to do certain things correctly. I'm talking, more about pool now, because the stroke doesn't really alter. I mean, and obviously you don't get this kind of shot in a pool match. It would be illegal, of course. But there are a couple of things that, the eye on the ball and the keeping the head still, they're not too bad ways to improve just a little bit.
Well, actually, this shot is legal in a match because it's not a double hit and it's not a push. So with a fouette stroke, when you're super loose on the wrist, the shaft actually deflects off the cue ball. So it's been super slow mode and it's not a double hit.
Wow.
Actually,
I wouldn't want to be the referee.
Yeah, if you look up on YouTube, there's a video that Abram did years ago about the 2mm draw, and it was slow mode. I'll actually send it to you, Mark.
Yes, please. Seeing is believing. This is better.
Look at
This
this.
is better. Oh, yes.
Nicely
man.
done.
See, see.
Look at the spin on that ball.
Beautiful.
Hit that good.
Great character. Well done, Jamie Moody. So, Florian.
He's setting up the same shot, and then he's going to lead out and jump after this shot. And I have a pretty good idea. I think I know what he's going to pick.
You know, if I was Jamie, I would have moved the rack so that Florian couldn't reuse that rack position. Figure it out yourself.
Oh, people will do that.
Or just move it slightly. Give them a false reading.
Ooh, that's
They're
mean.
not like that, though. Yeah, these guys are too nice for that. Wouldn't happen in the artistic pool world. More than likely to get out of your chair and say, no. It was over a little bit.
There you go. Just double checking the distance. So. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Just going to check. We need a gauge to check if the 2mm gauge is actually 2mm.
Yeah, the calibration on that gauge might be out of date. I may have to update the calibration on it. Send it back off to the lab for calibration.
Yeah, you have to do it every so often.
Yeah, got to get them recalibrated every
Wear
year.
and tear.
No, because some people don't have a gauge at home, so you just kind of eye it. You know, Florian's a veteran, so he just kind of knows the distance. But we use the gauges in tournaments, so it's the same for everybody. He just had it upside down. So it actually has legs on it, so it actually sits on the table. So.
Oh, look, we've got a first-time watcher. I think it was Salchai. I think I caught the name. Good to have you with us, guys. If you're watching this for the first time, what a treat, isn't it? Really good entertainment. Just having to wait for the guy on the next table. He's going to jump over that stack of balls. Draw back. Oh, this looks amazing. Oh, he's missed a triangle.
Whew.
Wow. Well, he did move that triangle over, didn't he? Slightly to the left when he set it up. I wonder if he will change it or not. Or will he just adjust the stroke? Just the stroke.
Either that or change the angle. Change the angle that he has it.
This is better. This is much better. This is perfect.
Nicely done. And see, he hit it differently. He put the one ball all the way over to the rail, and then he actually, in a sense, kicks it in. It comes off the rail and goes in where Jamie went in straight. That's just a preference on how you set it up.
Yeah, it's 24 to 50. It's looking a bit ominous for Mr. Moody. Yeah, he actually caught the other rail just before the side pocket, didn't he? And then flicks it in.
Yeah, he
Beautiful.
plays it that way. All right, so he's got.
He has to put.
Good.
He has to put the little Venom touch on it, doesn't he?
Of course.
Brian.
All right, so he's got a 26-point lead coming in to jump. So he might do like a 7-8 pointer. So it's not going for something big because he's already up. So we'll see what he does.
Yeah, so there's strategy also, isn't there, at play here, Brian? When you've got such a lead, you can sort of gauge it by how many points your opponents need and how many you need to be safe. This is
this is that speed jump. This is a 8-pointer.
It does take just a little bit of time to set this one up. It's going to make play the one ball slowly towards the pocket, jump over the one ball.
Yeah, so he's going to roll the cue ball, and then while the cue ball's rolling, he's going to jump all 4 balls over the cue stick into the pocket before the cue ball gets there. This is an 8-pointer. This might be 3C.
Ah, this is... Oh, okay, right.
Oh, man, the 4 ball hung up. Okay, I was wrong. I know this is an 8-pointer, so maybe 3A or 3B. Yeah. There we go.
There we go. Third time lucky. Race against time. Oh,
Not
yes,
that time.
What, in your opinion, Brian, is on all your travels, you must know which shots are the most popular. Which shot gets the most, gives the audience the most pleasure, would you say?
Oh, man. That's a tough one. I would probably say maybe the one-handed jump shots out of the rack. Circular draw is a good one. Window shot's a good one. That stroke shot to where you jump over the 5 balls and it arcs around 2 rails. People love that shot. Jump Masse. So, all the stuff like that, those are the shots that people love.
Yeah. So Jamie with the same shot. Really needs to make this, though, to stay in contention. Brings out his shot
I fully expect
Bible.
Jamie to make this too, because he shoots fast. He likes these speed shots.
Florian from Las Vegas runs the APA league there with his wife. I met his wife in Banging Balls, a pool room in Vegas. Oh, the white's not hard enough. The white's not hard enough either, look.
Yeah. So he's going to have to hit the cue ball a little harder, and so he gets there, and then I think on one of them, the ball is actually clipped the cue butt. I can't talk this morning. I don't know how you do it, Mark.
I have days like that. I don't sometimes. Oh, what have we missed? Give us a camera, quick. What have we missed?
Will made something really cool, and he was really excited about it, and he was playing on the table right next to Gaston. He was like, "See."
This is going to be one of the shots that I try first, Brian. One of these. And Annie, I want to see you doing this one as well. I know she likes her jump shots. Oh, so close. Just saw him hesitate slightly.
All right, now we just gotta compose everything. If you can time it right, you don't actually have to hit those 4 balls super fast. But some people like to hit them faster, so.
Yeah, more about the rhythm, isn't it? There you see him just going up and down the line there, making sure they all pass each other. I've seen that before.
Oh, that tee
Wow,
ball
he hit
just
that
missed.
super quick. He hit it so quick, that one.
Yeah, he just got unlucky with that 2 ball. Everything else was going pretty good. The pace on the cue ball was good. Just that 2 ball
I
rattled.
mean, even in slow motion, this is fast.
I know, right?
Even in slow motion, it's super fast.
I've seen him.
Can we have it double speed?
No, that's regular speed for him. I saw a video of him jumping like 6 balls over a shaft in the side pocket in like a second. It was crazy.
Wow. 57-24.
All right, so Jamie leads out in Masse. So then the question is like, what do you pick against Florian in Masse?
It's a tough one, right? I think he's on the Dr. Pepper. Talking of doctors, where's Dr. Q today?
He is in the room, a little further down. Nope. Jamie's going to go for it. Jump Masse. Oh, never mind. Masse around the rack. There we go. And actually, Anthony, one of our players, who actually made the final 16, who fell to Venom last night, actually has a sign out there that says, "See!" Yep, so every time something happens, he holds it up. "See!"
I like that, like a bit like the darts crowds, you know, the darts tournaments that Matchroom run. Big audience participation. There you see.
Yeah, we're
Pay
different than
their
regular pool.
$5 to get in.
Yeah, we're different from regular pool. We like to have fun. And we like to have fun with the spectators. We want the spectators to have fun and get involved and cheer and all that stuff. So
He's got a little step there, isn't he?
Yeah,
Has he got the
absolutely.
step there? He's got that stall out.
absolutely.
Come on, Brian, tell us about the stall.
So for artistic pool, we still have the normal rule of 1 foot on the floor, but you can raise the floor, which is what Jamie is doing.
Raise the floor.
Get it.
Yes.
Nice shot. Second attempt, 5 points. Because for some of these Masse shots, it can be kind of tough, you know, for somebody that's a little shorter like Jamie. So we actually have a couple players in the field that will bring a stool for that reason. Because that right there is ideal.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Mark.
I've always found it a little bit of a disadvantage for shorter pool players. You know, even the game of 9 ball or 10 ball or 8 ball, whatever. That just because through no fault of their own, they're not as tall as maybe another player is. So it kind of is a little bit of a leveler, especially on the jump shot. So I'm in agreement with that, to be honest. I think they should introduce it to pool as well.
Yeah, so the ideal
First time.
Masse pose is like that with you got that leg tucked underneath on the table, and then you can bridge on the upper part of your leg. That's ideal Masse pose for most people. Just like that.
There you go, just like that. Perfect.
Gives you good control and a nice long bridge.
Lots of downward purchase to get that desired spin.
All right,
on the
so
cue
now
ball.
Now we're on to the wild card rounds. Now people can pick from anywhere they want. This is Florian's first wild card pick. This has been 8-4A. This is he's doing the jump Masse. And Jamie actually hits this pretty good too, so.
Yeah, Florian just has to make sure he keeps making the shots, doesn't he?
Yep.
Either on his first, second or third attempts. Must go past the second diamond though, this one, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, and he's caught the point with the triangle.
There it is.
This time, no problem.
8 points. So now he's actually switching his Masse cue with Abram. He always uses that event. Abram lets him use it for this exact shot, because for this particular Masse cue, he can actually pull the weight out. And when you do a jump Masse, it's a lot easier with a lighter cue.
More inside info from Superman. We love it.
And it's funny, I know what Florian uses for his jump Masse cue, and it's like a Frankenstein cue.
I've held it. I've actually played a shot with it. He allowed me to. The really heavy one you're talking about.
That's his regular Masse cue.
Oh, is it? I could barely lift it. Oh, go on, Jamie.
Nicely done.
Well,
Now
he said he hit that pretty well as well, and he did.
Yep. So, no, the cue that Florian uses for a jump Masse is actually a cut down jump break cue. Look at the spin on that ball.
Oh, yes.
So I actually had a little bit of
Steps
history
down
with that.
off his stool.
Yep. I actually had a little bit of history of that shot
Go
today.
ahead.
That's right. I had a little bit of history of that shot today. On my match against Steve Markle, he played it against me because, well, these guys know I struggle with it. So for the first time in competition, I actually hit it today, so I was pretty happy.
Oh, well done. Yeah, I didn't get to see you playing on the stream this year, unfortunately, Brian.
Yeah, I think you
I'm
were on
sure
a
you
train
were on
ride
it.
when I did draw and follow with Florian, so.
Yeah, I was really disappointed I missed it. I was on the way to Bangkok on a bus to pick up my Chinese visa.
That's a little more
Happened to fall
important.
on that same day. Well, yeah, it's pretty close, but I can watch it on the replay on Railbirds, can't I?
Absolutely you can. It's not
Talking
Jamie.
of Railbirds, so much content on the Railbirds TV on YouTube. If you're just getting into this as a newbie, you can just go and search hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of great videos of all different disciplines of pool. Just like and subscribe, and then if you tick that little bell as well, which I do, it gives you all the latest videos when they're uploaded. And I was lucky enough to get some commentary in on the Derby City Classic this year with Scott Frost. We did a few matches together, so there's lots of Derby City Classic moments on there as well, if you want to check Railbirds TV.
Well, absolutely. They're the best stream in the business, in my opinion. I mean, they have multiple angles, slow-mo instant replay. There are a lot of streamers that don't even have that. And you go on their channel, and there's so much of a mix. You get Derby City, so you get bank pull, you get one pocket, you get rotation. You have high-level amateur events that they do. They have artistic pools, so they have such an eclectic mix of content. I mean, nobody can beat it. This is a pretty shot, the zigzag follow shot. So Jamie's going to double kiss the one ball, come back and hit the 3-ball pack, and then spin forward and make the combination.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen this.
He hits this really, really well. All right, here we go.
First attempt, 9 points. Yes.
Nice shot.
just clipped the rail on the way through to making the combo, but it still went in.
Asking a question about something.
Yeah, I think it looked. I don't know the ruling on this,
I
but
know
it
what it
looked a little
is.
bit strange.
I know what it is. There's supposed to be 4 blocker balls. He had 3.
Ah, okay.
And it's one of those to where, like, if you're sitting at that angle, like, you may not see it. Like, you may see the line of balls. Okay, there's 4 there. And then when you stand up, there's only 3. So we get to see it again.
Yeah, just caught the rail, kicked the orange stripe out the way. That's a 13 ball, isn't it? I always get that mixed up. I better learn it quick because I'm commentating on the Chinese 8 ball, the hay ball, so I need to get my colours sorted out. Oh, it went completely wrong that time.
Alright, here we go. 3rd attempt. Now he can make his adjustment.
He only has
You
3
said
blocker
something
balls
about
again.
4 balls. He's only got 3 balls there. There's only 3 balls.
Alright, stop.
There's only 3 blocker balls. He's done it again, look.
Yeah. The first time I was looking at the table, I didn't see the monitor. Good call, Kevin. I was looking at the table. I wasn't even looking at the monitor. There we go. Glad he got it.
There you go.
But, like, that's an example of what Jamie was saying. When he was practicing this shot at home, he only had 3 blocker balls. So sometimes if you practice it that way, you're going to do it in competition, and it's like, oh, wait a minute, that's not the way to do it. So I'm glad he hit it.
Does it really make that much difference, Brian, though, whether there's 3 or 4 there? I mean, this doesn't really come into play, does it?
It really shouldn't because of where that double kiss goes. But you got to set the shots up correctly. So there was one time I did a shot and I forgot to put a ball up. And you make the 4 balls and then spin forward. I forgot to put the ball in the pocket. I mean, it happens.
Oh. So when you go around the table to make the ball over the pocket, yes?
Yeah, so then I didn't have a ball there, so...
Oh.
Yeah, so sometimes, we make those mistakes.
We all suffer from those brain burps every now and then. I nearly said fart.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
I normally say what other people are thinking. Oh, yes.
Oh, wow.
No. Well, how has he hit that and not made the 9?
Wow, he got robbed on that one. I think because he went forward and hit the rail first, and then the 8 came off.
Yeah, that happened on Jamie's first attempt, when he made it. He caught the rail, kicked into the 13 ball, but still made it. That was really unfortunate. Must have got him really deep behind the 8.
All right, Florian's 3rd attempt. You know how he hit it the last time, so he knows how the angle. So now we'll see what happens.
Wow.
Adjusted.
Hold the back
Wrong
page.
direction.
Hold the back page.
All right, so Florian's 2nd wild card pick. He's got a 26-point lead.
Decisions. I actually like this part of it as well. It's almost like playing a shot. It's part of the game, isn't it? What move shall I make here? What do I make with regularity, which my opponent maybe suffer with? How many points do I need to secure my place in the semi-final? Do I play a really difficult shot and make it impossible for Jamie to catch me? So there's a lot of different permutations at play here. Let's see what he's decided.
Absolutely. Yep.
Oh yeah, I like this one. This
Actually,
is a pull shot as well.
I don't think that's the inside spinner. That's the zip shot. Discipline. What are you doing? Yeah. What is it?
Discipline.
4.
3. No. 4. Oh, I'm sorry. Discipline 4. You said 3A.
2B. It's 2B. We got you. we got you. We got you.
Oh, the follow shot.
Yep.
The zip shot. Excuse the confusion. We got there in the end. So
Nice.
just a 7-pointer this one.
Yep. 7-pointer, he makes it with regularity and just starts shooting lower point shots. That would then force Jamie to do just nothing but 9s and 10s.
Clever thinking. So make the 3, run through.
Nicely done. So giving you guys a little update on the scores while Jamie is going to set that up on table number 2. We have a barn burner of a match with Abram and Steve Markle. Like I said, this is the rematch of the finals of the Nationals. Markle has a 46-44 lead. On table 3, we have our couple international players from South Africa, Wayne Parker, up 36-24 on Argentina's Gaston. And then on table 4, we have Will DeYonker returning to the sport, up on Tim Chin, 57-32, if all the scores are accurate.
Wow. Will's having a great tournament, isn't he? I saw a post on Facebook from him earlier that he's really happy with his form after, I think it was a 5-year layoff, he said.
Yep, absolutely. It's been 5 years since he's played. Started playing regular pool a little more, wanted to get into league play. And then when he found out that the Worlds was going to basically be, about an hour or two from him, in his home state, he's like, you know what? I want to come back and play again. And he's doing a great job of it.
Yeah, he's on his way to a semi-final, isn't he?
Well,
If he carries on.
Tim Chin's really good at coming back, so
Oh,
we'll see. Man, I didn't expect that. All right, so Jamie just got to make
theoretically, another point.
Yep, so Jamie just got to make a quick adjustment here. You see that 7 by. Ooh, hit the point. Okay. Yeah, so you just adjust his setup a little bit.
Yeah, Florian had his ball quite a way out from the side pocket, I noticed.
Yep, you have a 1-ball spacing allowance for this. Some people have it fully a ball out. Some people have it a half ball out. It just depends on how you've practiced it and how you hit it. When I shoot this shot, I shoot it with a ball out, but Jamie may shoot it differently.
Yeah, if you hit less of the one ball, of course, you don't need so much power.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Nicely done. All right, so that's 6 points for Jamie.
Yeah, looking at the back of Jamie's vest as he walked back to his chair, reminds me of a story I once saw on the news of an explosion at a firework factory, And the police were there with the barricade saying, stand back, there's nothing to see here. Always like
Wasn't that
bloke.
from the Naked Gun?
It was from the Naked Gun, yes. One of my favourite sequence of movies.
All right, so now Jamie gets his second wild card pick, being down 27. Discipline 1 4B.
4B.
I'm trying to think which one that is. Ah, that's what I thought he was going for.
Oh no, you can't have extra hits. I was wondering about that.
Yeah, both were practicing this as well when they were warming up. This is with the domino ball, isn't it? Is this the one where the ball is up on the chalk?
Yes, it is. So he's going to cut.
Yeah, I love
Do
this
a,
one.
yep, do a cut a ball on the corner on the side. Cue ball's going to go 4 rails around the table. Hit a ball, it's going to knock a ball off chalk in the pocket. Very table dependent. Jamie lining it up precisely.
So what's going to happen here, Brian?
So he's going to cut the 1 ball on the side, 6 in the corner. Cue ball 1, 2, 3, 4 rails. Then he's going to hit the 8 ball, which then is going to knock the 3 ball off the chalk into the pocket. It's an old shot that's in Mike Masse's book. All right, here we go. It's looking good.
Looks good.
How do you
Looks
hit
good. Looks good.
Nicely done.
Come back. Here we go.
I'm back, he says. I'm back. Arnie Schwarzenegger, he told you he'd be back.
Very good shot. I mean, that was perfectly struck. Look at this. Dead center on the pocket.
Well, it was perfect, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the way that shot's supposed to
Full face on
look.
the 8. Yours forever to rewind and rewatch Jamie Moody take a bow shot. Great shot. There you see the 9 ball up on a piece of chalk. Adds a bit of effect to it, doesn't it? Rather than it just being a combo.
Yep, makes it look cooler. Alright, here we go. Florian's first attempt.
Maybe we can have a little explosion as the ball knocks onto the 9 ball. That would finish it off nicely, wouldn't it? Little indoor firework.
Yep.
Smooth as you like.
A little
This,
short.
look at this, look at this. Oh!
Come on, Florian.
Alright, just an adjustment now on either as much side spin, the speed, or the angle on the combo. So there's a number of different ways you can adjust this.
Yeah, just 4 or 5 inches out there.
That looks better. There we go. Too
Nah,
much?
this better.
You over-adjusted too much.
Oh!
So as Dr. Q would say, hit it in the middle now.
Yeah, 1 above, 1 below, 1 in the middle. We were talking about darts earlier on. And that's what you do when you're going for the treble 20. First one above or below. And then a little bit nearer and then the third one right in the treble. Expecting to make this.
All right, see if he made his adjustment.
This
Looking
is
good.
better. This is better. This is better.
Nicely done. 7 points. Alrighty. This is going to be now Florian's third wild card pick. They each have a maximum of 2 more wild card picks, so there's a maximum of 4 shots remaining.
He still was just a little bit out on that, but he was okay. Nearer than the first attempt. The first one he was about 4 inches out. That one hit just a couple of inches before the 8. Flicked the 8 ball and dominoed it in.
Alright, so now he's thinking.
Saying, what don't you fancy, Jamie? What don't you fancy playing, Jamie? Come on, give us a clue. Just 25 points in it now, so it's not over yet. You still got to be careful here. How many shots we have remaining?
4. They each have 2.
Well, so Mr. Moody in the chat. He's known as the comeback kid as well. You mentioned that earlier, Brian, didn't you?
Yeah, we've seen him.
How good
We've
he was
seen
at coming
comebacks.
back. Clicking the pen. Oh, look out, Florian.
Nice. Now, what does he think? Is like, what can I hit that I can hit first, second try every time in a discipline he has not used?
How about it, Wayne? How about it? Yes.
How'd you hit it, Wayne? No. Too
Wow,
short.
he just did that jump Masse. Went like 4 diamonds up the table. 5 diamonds, maybe.
Yeah, I think he went past the side pocket.
Really?
He did, like a diamond past the side.
Wow.
I don't know if you watched the tiebreaker for Masse, Mark, but it was Florian and Steve Markle. Florian went, I think, up to about the side pocket and pulled it back, and then Steve Markle went like a diamond and a half, almost 2 diamonds past the side pocket and pulled it back.
Wow.
One time in a match, this was years ago, this is at the World's Championships in China, Florian was playing his good friend Lucas Wavalia, and Luke he almost hit the end rail and then pulled it back.
Wow.
That's the farthest I've ever seen it.
Thanks to our sponsors. Without them, this doesn't happen. You don't get the free stream. And these players don't get to show off their fabulous skills.
Alrighty, so
Really
he's
talented guys.
Alright, so the 3-6-9 sometimes we call it. So that's a 4-ball gap, and this is a multiple hit of the cue ball. You're going to hit the cue ball total of 4 times. Go through the gap once, 0 points. Go through the gap twice, 3. Go through the gap 3 times, 6. When you go through the gap 4 times and hit the ball, you get 9. About speed
We had
control.
a little bit of English on that.
Yeah, he went a little deep on that one.
Yeah, he
Alrighty.
did go a bit deep on it there. Here's the big one. Round the table.
Look at this.
2.
9 points.
Yes.
Alright, so now Florian has a 34-point lead. Jamie has to get 6 points on this shot to continue. Because after this shot, there's only 3 left. Yeah, watch where the second hit
Yeah,
goes.
this second ball, he hit some inside. He hit some wrong English on that. He hit some right-hand spin, which checked the cue ball. So he got away with one there. And then right higher up the table, 3 rails. Jamie with the same shot. Cue ball mustn't stop, remember. The cue ball must be moving. Oh.
Alright, so he got his 6. So that's good. He wants to get that 9.
Yeah, your ball almost stopped on that third hit, I thought.
It was close.
It was very close.
Alright,
Right,
here we
watch,
go.
this is the important one.
So you get it? Oh!
Oh. One more attempt, though. Yeah, I like the overhead here. Yeah, I like this angle for this one. Ready there with the cue. Waits for the cue ball. He gets settled first. Look, that's the secret. And then he'll be higher up the table here.
A little short again. Wow. 6 points.
Yeah, I think he hit that, overhit it, didn't he, a couple of times, which then changed the angle, Brian, of the ball coming off the rail, I think. Straightened it up slightly.
Yeah, possibly. So now, this is now Jamie's 3rd wildcard pick, and he's got to come big. So he is down 28 points.
What would you be playing here if you were sat in Jamie's seat now, Brian?
I'd hit a 10-pointer that I know I could hit. Probably like the in and the out jump shot, one in and out of the rack. Maybe that follow bender shot. You know, so.
We all know you'd choose the window shot.
Well, at this point, that's a 9. I need a 10.
Oh, that's only 9?
Yeah, window's only a 9.
The window's only at 9?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, if that's only a 9, the in and out of the rack with the one ball in the rack, that should be a 12, surely. That is such a hard shot, that one.
When I played Steve, I rattled the balls 3 times. It was heartbreaking.
Oh.
No, but I figured Jamie
I
would
think
pick
that's. I think that shot, Brian, and the one where you have to jump off the rail over and come back down and make the 2 balls, I think those 2 are the real hardest shots in my book. I don't know.
They're tough. I figured
Oh.
Jamie would pick this one. It's a 10-point jump shot. He hits this really good.
Yeah, this is the one I was hoping we was going to see earlier. So it's 7 ball towards, jump over it. Make the stacker ball. Wow, that went a bit awry. A little bit hurried there.
He's like, at least I don't have to set that up. All right, here we go. Second attempt. Ooh.
Oh, same result again. He was a little bit quick, a little bit inaccuracy as well on the 7.
All right, so now to bring this to an 8-point shot, he has to hit this.
If he doesn't,
The
it's
match is
over.
over. If he doesn't hit this, the match is over.
Oh, pressure then.
Ooh.
It's over.
That's it, yeah.
The handshake will come. Florian.
I mean, if Florian wants to hit it, he can, but he's up 28 points. And even if he zeroes on this, he's up 28 with 2 to go. So Florian's going to go ahead and hit this.
Oh, we get a bonus. We get to see if the Frenchman can do it.
Well, either that,
Can the Frenchman?
either that, or they're just not looking at the math. So.
Yes!
Ooh.
Wow. Both balls went in.
That's one of those iffy shots with this one. That can happen more often than not.
Is it just because of the sheer pace that you're hitting it at?
The pace, but also if you hit that stacker ball too full, you got to hit it at a little bit of an angle to get that cue ball away.
To get it out of the way, yeah. That's the way to do it.
That's it, and that's
the
the
way
match.
to do it.
Jamie gave him a run. I mean, nobody's a pushover in
Started
this
to come
tournament.
back. No, especially at this stage, Brian. I mean, we're down to Florian first through to the semi-finals. We'll be back with that later. Kevin, thank you so much. Brian, pleasure as always.
Absolutely, Mark.
Yeah, our next match is at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Is that right, Brian? I believe that's correct.
It is. It's like 1, 3, and 7, I think, or something.
That's
like that.
correct. So our next set, that's going to be a semifinal match at 1 p.m. Eastern time. We don't know who that's going to be yet, but you can guarantee it's going to be a good match no matter who it is, because we have such great players left in this tournament. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in. I am Kevin Ross along with Brian Pauly and Mark White. Thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you guys at 1 o'clock. See you guys.
See.